Basketball on Cypress Live and SportsNetUSA.net as Cypress takes on Santiago Canyon today in really a race for first place. When you look at the OEC, it's close and everybody's tight. It's Cypress from outside for three. Big three taken right there by Trent Goldman. We'll get the starting lineups, and again, Yesbeck passes it off. Goes over down to Griffin. Griffin goes over to Wadman. Wadman drives. Can't get it. Fights for his own rebound. Taken out of there by Adidigba. Kick over in the corner. Drive. Kick back out. Long shot right there. Adidigba doesn't get it. Taken out of the air by Howland. Eric Allen brings it down quickly for Santiago. Tries to drive. Almost has it stripped from him. Man-to-man is what they're playing. All alone in the corner. Taken there with Sims. So we're tied up at 3 to start this game early in this first half. First time we take a break, we'll get the 5 starters for both teams. Adidigba drives down, kicks it back out to C. C drops it off over to Obiga. Flips it up there, can't get it. Taken out of the air, try to put it back up. No foul on the play, still to turn on that by Felix Reeves, and he puts it back up to get a 2-point lead for Cypress. Quickly down the court. Nice little jump shot from Sims. It's off the mark, fought down there, taken by Cypress, brings it up quickly. Obiagu brings it up, swings it over to C. C's going to set the offense right now. Covered tightly by Wadman. Wadman on C, trying to hound him. Take it over down in the corner. Miss right there. Put back, and we're going to get a foul on the play. So for Cypress, it's Odi Digba will be out there. Obiagu, C. S.A. Lee, and Essa will be the 5 for your Cypress Chargers tonight. First one made down. For Santiago, it's Yesbeck, Griffin, Wadman, Sims, and Howland on the court. So those are the 10 that started this game for both these teams right now. Cypress up by 3. Makes the second one. Got a nice little 5-point lead to start things up. Yesbeck brings it up. Little lefty, tries to get a screen, comes through it, almost sets it, takes a shot. Quick drive down there by Wadman, and Wadman lays it up. C brings it up, slows things down. It's going to get picked up by Yesbeck right as he crosses the half-court line. Start a swing out there. Once again, backs off. Can't get it. Taken out of the air. Nice little pickup by Josh Griffin. Gets the rebound. Takes it coast to coast. Puts it up. High arcer. Can't get it. And Adidigba comes away with the rebound. Adidigba out of Gardena High School. Swinging around for Cypress. Goes over to C. C drives. Trying to find somebody. Clock's going down. Shot clock down to 6. Little stutter step. Tries to go up. Tries to get it off the board with Goldman. Couldn't do that. Picked up quickly by Howland. Howland takes it all himself. Put a little floater up there. Tries to fight for his own rebound. Can't get it. Felix Reeves pulls it down for Cypress. Gets it out quickly. Spin move. Can't get it. We get back the other direction. Yesbeck running the offense. He's going to take it, pop from 3. Can't get that. Picked up again there by Felix Reeves and slows things down just a little as it goes to Grant C. C's going to slow it down. He's going to get picked up at the half-court line, but Yesbeck. C drops it off. Dobiagu. Gu looks over, tries to get it out to someone. A little drive down there and missed on there, so it's 16-11 to go, 7-5 lead. We're going to get a little change out there as Williams comes out. So Eseli comes in now. Hadi Eseli in the game for Cypress. Santiago going around the top of the key. Pop and stop from 3 is Yesbeck. So it's now the Hawks 8, the Chargers 7, with 15:51 to go here in the first half. C brings it up. They're going with a high post now. See if they can get a little more offense going there. Adi Digbak gets it. Goes quickly over to Esseli. Esseli gives it back to C. Back to Esseli. Goes off the foot. Still going to be front court. Adi Digbak has got to make a move. Slips, turns, puts it up from about 4. Can't get it. They're going to call a shot violation with 15:21 to go. Tommy Flanagan comes in the game along with Jones. So Nigel Jones and Tommy Flanagan in. Will reset that 5 for Cypress in a second. Yesback brings it up. Man-to-man defense by both these teams. Almost a steal. Almost gets taken right there by Tommy Flanagan. Flanagan out of Lakewood, a sophomore. 5'10", quick hands for a guard. Griffin brings it back in. Drive down the middle. Try to get it out. Kicks it out. Quake to Griffin. Griffin drills the 3. 11-7. Flanagan is going to bring it up now. Flanagan goes over to Nigel Jones. Jones between his legs. Almost travels on that. No call. Over to Reeves. Felix Reeves is in the keys. Got to get out of there. Back over to Jones. Jones stutter steps just outside. We're going to get a timeout as Jones' shot was not a three-pointer. It was just a two-pointer on the floor. So with 14:37 to go here in the first half, it's the Hawks 11, the Chargers 9. Here on Charger Live and SportsNetUSA.net. Cypress Chargers 11-6 this year, 3-2 overall, and then you look at the team they're playing, the Hawks, 14-1, 4-0. The Hawks are on an 11-game winning streak. Top of the heat right now, Fullerton College Hornets. Flanagan stays on the floor. Goldman comes back out with him. Nigel Jones along with Hadi Esseli. And the 5th for them is going to be Felix Reeves. Those are the 5 for your Cypress Chargers back on the floor. Drew Yesbeck brings it up. Looking to find some action, goes down to Sims. Sims stops, gets it blocked. Taken out of the air by Flanagan. Flanagan's trying to bring him up at a quick pace. Quickly gets it over to Jones. Jones back to Flanagan. He's going to set the offense. Everybody's up high, nobody down low, trying to get a double screen. Looking to get that double screen for Jones. Jones takes it up now. Now Jones is seeing everybody clear out. They clear out. Jones gives a little push off. Can't get it. Does he get the bounce? And he does. So Jones ties it up from the free throw line. Yesback brings it down. Nice little spin move right there by Wadman as Wadman takes it down low and puts it up for the Hawks. Santiago Canyon up by 2. High weave for Cypress. Tommy Flanagan takes it over after the high weave stops. Yesback covering him tight. They go quick over to Nigel Jones. Things slow down when it goes to Jones. From out in the corner is Goldman. Goldman doesn't get it. Rebound taken there by Howland. Howland brings it on a fast break. Nice little miss and taken out of the air right there. Islay Lee with the rebound. Gets it up quickly over to Reeves. Felix Reeves ties up the game. Santiago Canyon looking. Little spin move. Up and under. We get a foul on it as Aaron Wadman gives a little head fake, then a shoulder pump, and a foul on the play. So Wadman will go to the line. Irvine's 5, Yesback. Along with Sims. On the line is Wadman. Eric Howland. And the 5th player on the floor is Bradley Burdick. Back in the game is going to be Adi Digba. And along with him is going to be Grant C. So C and Digba are back in the game for Cypress. Wadman puts it up. 14-13 with 13:02 to go. Tommy Flanagan brings it up. So far, Drew Yesbach has been the coverage against him. Drive, little push, trying to get a little thing with C. Couldn't get any room on that. Over to Adi Digba, steps back, goes to Tommy Flanagan, over to C. C from three-point country and drills it. Grant C. So C gives Cypress the lead. It's a back and forth game when you look at it right here, both these teams. At the end of the day, well, the pecking order may change. We'll see what goes on here. A high weave now for Santiago. Howland drives, gets cross, tries to get the bounce, doesn't get the bounce. Taken there by Nigel Jones. Jones bringing it up himself. Nice dish over to Tommy Flanagan with a reverse layup. And Flanagan is smooth, steals it again. Flanagan comes, puts two back there. Flanagan scores 4 in less than 2 seconds for the Cypress Chargers. Santiago trying to answer it. Little spin stop and a foul on the play. Nigel Jones says it's all on me. Looked like he had a clean block. But Aaron Wadman is going to go back to the line for Santiago. So it's the Chargers 20, the Hawks 15 with 11:50 to go here in the first half of the men's game. Don't forget the women follow this game tonight at 7 o'clock on Charger Live and SportsNetUSA.net. Griffin comes back in the game along with Jackson Williams. So we'll reset that 5 for both teams in a second. Wadman at the line. Knocks it down there. 20-16 with 11:50 to go here in the first half. Tommy Flanagan, 5'10 guard from Lakewood, brings it up for Cypress. Gives it to Jones. Jones gets on a high weave. Tries to get something but stumble. Back in the head. Williams gets hit, finds the ball, retains it, hands it back over to Griffin. Griffin swings it out quickly to Wadman. Wadman's trying to get somebody to do something from three-point country, and a nice, sweet arcing shot by Eric Howland. Chargers up by 1. Flanagan looks to beat it, kicks back out, goes over to C. C over to Adi Digba. Adi Digba hands it back off to Jones. Jones trying to direct traffic. Tries the key, gets cut off there on good defense by Howland. They go down low, swing it over, and we're going to get stepping out of bounds on that one was Nigel Jones as he stepped back. Adi Digba comes out, so Felix Reeves is back in the game for Cypress. Josh Griffin. So we look now, Eric Howland passes it off, flips over and gets it to Wadman. Wadman trying to find some room. High weave, that goes over to Griffin. Griffin back to Wadman. Go down low, kicks it down there. Aaron Wadman turns, and he's going to get that little hook with an offensive foul. So on the floor for Cypress is Felix Reeves. Along with him is Tommy Flanagan, Nigel Jones, Grant C., and we end up going with Hadi Eseli. So those are the 5 for your Cypress Chargers on the floor right now. Grant C. takes a high weave, goes back to Flanagan. Flanagan setting everybody up, drives, steps back for about an 18-footer, and nice, sweet, nothing but net for Flanagan, who's got 6 points in this game, looking good so far. Nice behind-the-back move right there by Eric Howland. He gets stopped and shut off the door by Flanagan defensively. Coming down with that one is Nigel Jones. Nigel Jones bringing him up fast. Goes over to C. C gets it back. Has a chance to take a shoot. He'll go to the top now and set it up. Goes back to Flanagan. A little wrestling down. And we're going to see where the foul is. They're going to call the foul on Williams. He was battling down low with S.A. Lee. And that's where the foul is called. Yesbach is back in the game, along with Preston Sims. So it's Burdick, Yesbach, Sims. So far, those are 3 of the 5. Add Griffin, that's your 4 of the 5 for the Hawks on the floor. Flanagan's got it, trying to find some. Finds C at the top. 3-point land. Oh, he's sizzling. Everything he's throwing up is going in. We get traveling on the play. Tommy Flanagan with 6 points. Nigel Jones has got 4. Felix Reeves has got 6. Grant C's got 6. So balance right now going on with this Cypress team with 9:16 to go here in the first half. From deep country is Flanagan. Can't get it. Fight for the ball. Taken down by Yesbeck. Yesbeck brings him up quickly. Tries to find a hole in the defense. Can't. Goes over to Burdick. Burdick gives it over to Williams. Williams turns around, hands it back to Burdick. Burdick to Yesbeck. Yesbeck now drives, gets cut off. From deep, nothing there. Flanagan takes it out of the air, pulls down a rebound for Cypress. Goes over to C. C backs his man off. Uses a little arm bar. Nobody's calling that in this game tonight, so it's nice. Flanagan goes back over to C. C looks to go to the top of the key, takes it over to the Trent Goldman, back to C. He turns, 14-footer. Oh, I'll tell you what. Lettuce, bacon, and tomato and a little mayonnaise, because this guy could be in a deli, and whatever you ask for, he can make, because that's exactly what Grant C is doing. 5'10 freshman out of Polytechnic High School, Long Beach, California. I tell you what, he is bread and butter with a little molasses on top right now. His game is sweet, to say the least, for the Cypress Chargers with 8:23 to go. Cypress is up by 8. It's the Chargers 27, the Hawks 19, here on Charger Live and Sportsnet USA.net. The women at 7 o'clock tonight, Cory Nalen calling the action, taking on the Golden West Rustlers. The women, the Chargers, they are there. They are close to the top in the OEC, so make sure you stick around to watch that game on Charger Live and Sportsnet USA.net. Speaking of Sportsnet USA.net, got a little softball. Sportsnet USA Invitational starts Friday. Long Beach taking on Orange Coast College. So if you love softball, 1 o'clock game on Sportsnet USA.net. 27-19. 8 minutes to go in this first half. Easy little layup. Little contact on that. No foul taken. Cypress quickly comes up. Goldman looking. Gives it over to Reeves. Reeves goes back down to Grant C. Grant C says, no, not me. Flips it over to Trent Goldman. Goldman from outside doesn't get it. Yesback comes away with a nice little easy bounce rebound. Quickly gives it off to Williams. Williams goes down low, and they get an easy basket by Josh Griffin. 27-23. Flanagan brings it up, sets up the offense, goes over to C. C gets picked up there by Griffin. Swing it back. Flanagan's got it again. Flanagan's going against Burdick, and we get a foul down low. See if they're going to call it on Yesback. They do, as Yesback grabbed a handful of Hare Eseli and gets called for the foul. So into the game, Eric Howland comes in, along with Aaron Wadman for the Hawks. Goldman, Trent tries to make a shot, can't do it. C gets it, flips it back to Flanagan. Flanagan looks over the bench. Drives all the way down there on Yesback. Can't get it. Nicely taken out for a rebound by Wadman. Wadman brings it up quickly for the Hawks. Lane holds him up. Coast to coast for Wadman. And so Wadman decides not to slow down, and it's 27-25. 7 minutes to go in this first half. Felix Reeves, who's got 6 in this game, tries to drive. Can't do it. Gives it off to Goldman. Goldman gets stopped. Flips it over to Felix Reeves. Shot clock at 10. They go back out on top. C takes it. Stops. Pops. 3-point. Oh, I tell you what. This man is just hot. I tell you what, he's sizzling out there. He's so good tonight. Crossover by Howland. Howland drives, gets fouled on the play. So, Eric Howland will go to the line. So, Griffin, Howland, Wadman, Sims, and of course, Yezbak are the 5 on the floor for the Hawks. Back on the floor is Nigel Jones. So Nigel Jones along with Goldman, Tommy Flanagan, Grant C., and Felix Reeves are the 5 on the floor for your Cypress Chargers. Tommy Flanagan probably looking for Grant C. and saying, hey, I'm going to do a shake and bake. I'll shake it, you bake it, because as hot as you've been, go. Say Grant C. He listened to me, got away with an extra step. Nothing called on that, and that bounces off of Yezbak's foot as he's fighting for it. 30-27, 6 minutes to go in this first half. Flanagan trying to get something, tries to go down low, flips it out quickly to Nigel Jones. Nigel Jones covered there by Griffin. Goes back to Flanagan. Yezbak on him, trying to stay close. Quickly over back to Jones. Nigel Jones looks for a screen, gets a screen by there by Goldman. Tommy Flanagan between the legs, stops right on the three-point line. It's not there. Yezbak fights for it. He comes down with it for Santiago. Yezbak hesitates, turns around. Nice little 8-foot turnaround by Yezbak. So Drew Yezbak takes what they give him and adds on 2. Right now, Santiago trailing by 1 with 5:24 to go. Drive down low by Jones. Can't get anything. Flanagan picks up the junk. Goes over to C. C behind his back. Step over dribble. Steps back for 3. Off the rim. Back to the board. Doesn't get it. And so now the Hawks looking to take the lead. Quick drive there by Wadman. Wadman goes down low. Can't get it. Goes over to Sims. Sims back to Wadman. Wadman goes down, gets the lead, lays it up. And finally the Hawks are up by 2 with 4:52 to go. Timeout on the floor. It's the Hawks 31, the Chargers 30. Here on Charger Live and Sportsnet USA.net. Cory Nalen, Mark Pavlovich, Ed Ford bringing you the action on this game on Sportsnet USA.net. So it's been a back and forth game to say the least when you look at what's going on here as Cory Nalen now joins me here with 4:52. And Cory Nalen, this has barely been a game of teams that could shoot, and it's been balanced by both these teams. Everybody on the floor is scoring not just a basket, but multiple baskets, and yet the defense has been there throughout this entire game in this first half. Cypress comes out. Adigba has it, flips it over to Obagu. Obagu now has it. Over to C. C takes it. C trying to go down low, trying to find it. Goes down low to Felix Reeves. Yezbak is right there to take it away from him. Goes out to Sims. Sims, easy layup to Wadman, who nobody saw coming down the middle of the lane. Nigel Jones brings it in. C's got it. And so the Hawks slowly creep in front here. Yezbak picks up C. C's trying to find a screen. Can't get it. Look for Jones. C goes all the way. Throws it up. It gets fouled on the play. And we'll see who they're going to call that one on. They're going to call that on Eric Howland. I don't know, Corey. I thought Howland was pretty clean there in time to make the defense.
Yeah, but this is what Cypress is going to have to do if they want to keep up with Santiago Canyon through this whole game. This first half, played well, only down by 3. You're talking about going up against a team that's averaging 88 points a game. And Cypress is doing well with their defensive intensity.
Grant C, they've been good at the line, too, for free throws in this game, and Grant C has been the hot hand for this team. So, Saley is now in the game, and I hope I'm saying that's right because that's how he told me to say it. He said, Mark, just say it fast. And I tell you what, Grant C is just having a heck of a game for himself in this first half. Back. Gets it out, flips it over to Wadman. Wadman slows things down, trying to find somebody to go to on the high weave. Gives it off to Eric Howland. Eric Howland tries to go down. Blocked down there, taken out of the air by Nigel Jones. Brings it up quickly and goes it off. Can't get the point. Taken down there. Fast break by Preston Sims. Slows it down a little. Goes to Yezbek. Yezbek from deep. Oh, my. He wasn't even across the county line when he made that one.
Mark, and that's what they do. That's a 43% from 3 shooter in Yezbak. And he's a guy and a team that just likes to shoot, but it's a controlled rhythm like you like.
So now, up by 4, pulling away a little. C takes the ball. And all of a sudden now, when you've stepped in, Cory Nalen, I think you bring the iceberg with you. Because Cypress has cooled off when they were hot early. Yezbak moving the ball. Great ball movement. Goes down low. But over the back, a non-look layup, and we get an injury on the floor.
And that's Wadman, who goes and doesn't settle for a 3, doesn't settle for a pull-up, a contested 2-point shot, continues his dribble and gets into the lane past the big man Asali and puts in a bucket.
Yezbak with 8, Griffin with 5. Wadman now has 15 points in the game, Corey. You talked about him. Howland with 5. On the flip side for Cypress, Nigel Jones with 4, Felix Reeves with 6, Grant C with 13. And now they're going to need some help from their big guys out there if they want to stay in this game. They've had the lead with 2:43 to go. Fought, ball is tipped, so Cypress can get it back. Nigel Jones takes it, gives it back up to C with a high weave going on. Yezbak's playing him tight. Go down low. Felix Reeves turns. Just a fake foul, and Reeves takes advantage of it to score 2, and that's what you got to do too.
Yeah,
they're staying within 4.
Yezbak tried to take the flop, but again, Reeves did a nice job of making a pivot and getting that easy bucket.
Griffin can't get there. Now he goes, and that should be a charge on Griffin. It is on really a nice play again. Felix Reeves is Corey, when you watch him, you'll get to see him in the second half. I think he's an excellent defender for this Cypress team. And really, when you look at it, I got to ask you something. Cypress is 3-2. The Hawks are 4-0. Cypress wins tonight. They're right there at the top of the cream.
Yeah, they're right there. They're about where they should be right about now. They're just finding their rhythm through this getting to the middle part of the season.
High weave again by Cypress. Gets it over to Jones. Jones quickly hands it to Goldman. Goldman goes down low, gives it to Felix Reeves. Step around, can't get it. Taken out of there quickly is Wadman. Wadman brings it up. 3, can't do it. Tommy Flanagan. No, it wasn't Flanagan. I'm giving a rebound away to Tommy Flanagan. C's got it. Adi Digba has got it. That was his rebound, which I gave to Flanagan, so let's give it back to him. Nigel Jones tries to get something, can't get it, gives it to Reeves. Nigel Jones way out, can't get it. Yezbak pulls it down. Contact, and that should be a block in the back court. So Felix Reeves, trying to pick up the foul, did too much.
It's a tired foul. That's one of those fouls where you're a little bit tired, coach. I might need to come out, or my team may need to rest, and here comes Reeves coming out of the ball game as he's substituted in.
By Tommy Flanagan.
There you go.
Yezbak takes it. Only up by 4 are the Hawks. Over to Sims. Sims looking to turn. Quickly gives it to Howland. Howland misses everything. And Cypress lets the ball go out of bounds. We're under a minute. 58 seconds in this first half. Men's game is 2 halves. Women's game is 4 quarters. I like the women's game personally. It's always a debate between a lot of people who call basketball. Adigba passes it off, goes back to Flanagan. Flanagan looking to flip it, gives it to Jones. Jones gives it to C. C drives, can't do anything. Back to Jones, back to Flanagan. Tommy drives, nice drive. Uses the right shoulder to block him out, lays it up with the left hand. Preston Sims brings it up. That was a carry, not called there. Yesback gets it back. Looks like a guy with his luggage running to the bus. The official let it go. Yesback's going to let the clock wind down. 13 in the shot clock. Covered there by C. C steps up. Looking for something. They go to Wadman. Wadman tries to push off with a free arm. Doesn't. Turn around. Can't get it. Taken by Flanagan, and that's the first half. So a good first half of basketball here at Don Johnson Courts. It's the Hawks 38, the Chargers 36 on Charger Live and here on Sportsnet USA.net. Get those for you. The Hawks will start things off quickly in this half. Goes over to Sims. Sims drops it off, gives it to Wadman, the hot hand. Yesbeck from 3, can't get it. Taken out of the air there by Adigba. The big rebounder. Hasn't scored, Corey, but he's getting the rebounds for him, which is important in this game to stop them from being one and done. Changing offense. Little bump of a shoulder over. And Corey, I always get a kick out of that play. You watch Felix Reeves gives him the first shoulder. Nothing called. He gives him the second shoulder. Nothing. The third shoulder. I've often want to say to an official, if you're going to call it on the first one.
No, you don't call it on the first one because the first one was a little bit light. The second one, that's when Reeves has to make his move because there's always a momentum when you're dribbling and you're down low trying to get position. You're going to get that third move. It's always the most powerful. So if you go up on the second, you go up, you're probably going to get fouled.
Speaking of going up on a powerful move, was Aaron Wadman, the leading scorer for the Hawks as they try to pull away in this second half. Tommy Flanagan running the offense. Flanagan hands it off to Adigba. Adigba flips it over to Obiagu. Obiagu hands it back to C. Adigba goes back to C. C against Yesback. Step back at the free throw line. Doesn't get the friendly bounce that he needs. Taken down right there by Wadman. Wadman, that multi-talented player for this Hawk team. Eric Howland now says, I've got the lane. Looking for somebody to drop it to. He drops it to Preston Sims. Preston Sims gets blocked from behind by Adigba. And Corey, there's that defense I talk about that you brought up. That's why you would play for this Cypress team.
Yeah, you got to play. And Cypress is going to make sure they stay in front of the players for the Hawks. And
staying in front of the player with Tommy Flanagan. Burst of speed. Lefty rolls it in there. Sweet little touch with the fingertips. So Flanagan shows his speed and his agility. Once again, tries to get a steal as they double team. Talking no foul in the play. They turn up and under, and a late whistle on Flanagan. And boy, I thought he had a block from behind on Aaron Wadman.
He did have a block from behind, but body down low. He had a block up top, but yeah, he forced him, and that was a foul with the body. Just a little bit too much, and a nice job of recognizing the mismatch they have on in size down low. And Wadman, creative scorer down there from Centennial.
Puts it back up. So like we said, C on the floor, along with Obiagu, Goldman, Abidigba, and Tommy Flanagan. Those are the 5 for your Cypress Chargers on the floor. We'll get those 5 for the Hawks in just a second. Tommy Flanagan, 5'10" guard out of Lakewood. He looks like a basketball player. That's what I like about him. He's sleek. He's fast. I know you weighed about what he did once in your life, Cory Nalen.
Yeah, 8th grade was a good year. And that's a good job.
Adigba finally said, Mr. Pavlovich, you need rebounding and scoring. I'm on the board, baby. I'm going to keep us in this game, and he does just that. Wadman over quickly to Howland. Back to Wadman. Trying to get something. Yesbach trying to go down low. There's a wrestling match down there. Adi Digbik gets called for the foul. He didn't have to grab him.
Yeah, he did. Because they had the perfect opportunity. Good entry pass over there on the wing. He sealed him on the backside, and all he had was an open lane for two. Now you might want to think about a zone. If you were going to run a zone for Cypress, this is when you would to just try to get a possession or two.
So Cory Nalen's ready to change the defense up just a little, see if he can do it. Aggressive defense. C comes over to double plea. Taken there, nice defense. Tommy Flanagan comes away with the basketball. They're going to run. Obiagu decides, I'll run with it, gives it back to Flanagan. Flanagan goes, no, let's start all over. C takes it. A ticky-tack foul on Josh Griffin.
Silly by Griffin, 25 feet away from the guy facing not the basket, and you reach in.
So Griffin gets called on that one. 18 on the shot clock. 16:55 in the second half. Tommy Flanagan says, no, thank you. I don't want to run that one. Says, let's do something else. He said, okay, I'm going to take it. Watch this. Yesbach says, what are you going to do? I'm going to stutter step. I'm going to spin. Little 17-footer. I only threw it up 16 feet, so it's short on the play. And Aaron Wadman says, thank you. I'll take another rebound. Let me drive and see what I can get going for the Hawks. Down low, spin move by Howland. Eric Howland works his way down, a journeyman type of play down low, and gets an easy little layup for the Hawks.
Nice footwork with the step through. Come right, go left with the step through, kept that left pivot foot, and easy bucket.
C hands it off. Deep, can't get it there. Tommy Flanagan goes up as high as he can. Ball doesn't go out of bounds. Everybody waited for it, Corey. And everybody licked at the ball. Yesbach says, I'll take it. Flicks it over to Sims. Sims comes back out, goes down low to Wadman. Wadman one-on-one, tries to turn. Flanagan knocks it out of bounds.
Good job, good defense by Flanagan. He was going to get help from Obiaga from the backside, from the weak side for help. And Cypress has really got to be careful here that there's no run, and now they come in with size.
Burdick comes in for the Hawks. We'll reset their 5 in a second. Drive down. Boy, I thought that was ball, Cory Nalen.
Again, it was ball, Mark, but again, he came across the body, actually through the body to get that ball, and that's why they called the foul and didn't need it because Trent Goldman, he did have a Saley with the help on the right block.
So you've got Sims, Burdick, Howland, Yesbach, and Aaron Wadman. Those are the 5 for the Hawks on the floor. Missed. Taken out of the air there by Trent Goldman. Trent Goldman hands it off to Tommy Flanagan. The Hawks pick him up high. C turns on it. Flanagan tries to go. Goes against Yesbach. Almost gets grabbed on the play. Saley takes it, tries to use his body and his strength, can't, gets his own rebound back. Flanagan from 3, can't get that. C fights for it, they get another shot, 3rd time's the charm.
And they're going to get a Saley down low with the hands up high into the face of Wadman. And again, they're going to have to reward Saley when he's down there and get him the ball, because the more active he is without the ball, things like that happen.
So Flanagan, Goldman, Adi Digba on the floor, and then we top that off with a Saley number 5. Those are your 5 players for Cypress on the floor. Cypress trailing by 5. The Hawks trying to move away. Nice little spin move. Sims gets cut off. Really nice there by Adi Digba. Adi Digba goes up and gets it. Good defense by him. Cuts off the lane, then cuts off the turn back. So Cypress doing what Cory Nalen says they've got to do. We're going to get a foul as C goes behind his back and he gets slapped in the face by Drew Yesbach. Flanagan will start things up. trying to go high, slaps the ball, gets it off to Goldman, three-point shot, can't get it, and Corey shots that were going down the first half have now disappeared for the Chargers. He is back. Brings it up. Taking it back out is Eric Howland. Eric Howland thinks he has somebody beat. He does. Goes down there. Good block by Goldman, who goes straight up and gets all ball. They go the other direction. We get a foul on the play. Corey, let's go back down to that defensive play by Trent Goldman. Goes straight up on it. Even though he gets low body, he was going straight up. They called the block, no foul.
Yeah, he went straight up, and the offensive player tries to do too much to draw and act the contact, and that's why he doesn't get the call. If he goes straight through them, he'll probably get that call. But again, and now the Hawks are upset about the reach-in foul down here, which was a reach-in, and he goes to the line.
So with timeout on the floor, 14-24, it's the Hawks 45, the Chargers 40 on Charger Live and Sportsnet, USA.net. 7 o'clock tonight, Cory Nalen will be calling the women's game. Golden West College puts up 5,000 shots a year in only 15 games.
A game.
I mean, that's what it looks like when you look at the stats. And Cypress has crawled out of no man's land to be right there at the top of the leaderboard in the OEC.
Yeah, they're going to be there at top because they're going to need more than Goldsmith and Jaylene Oviedo to score. They need one more score, and they'll always play defense, and they'll be right there as they always are for Coach Moore. Golden West, that early season schedule, it's a schedule that for a third, bringing back their program for a third year, is a schedule that's good for you. But once they get into the OEC, they've lost a few games, and that's understandable. But their team, they average 48 rebounds a game. That tells me that they're putting up those 500 shots a game because they're going to need to get those rebounds and they'll score.
I tell you, when I looked at the total amount of shots and then I looked over at how many games they played and thought, what are they doing? Cass just throwing it up from everywhere. It's amazing the amount of shots they get.
Yeah,
in a game.
And that's what they do. That's what they like. So it's going to be a fun game.
Adigba to the line. Drops that free throw. And this is the thing both teams have done well in this game, is make free throws.
Again, Cypress is still within that 4-point range. They're only down 45-41. Adigba is guarded out of Gardena. Misses that second one, though.
So trailing by 4. Howland brings it up. Gets cut off down low. Kicks it out to Yez. Back for 3. Doesn't get it. Fought for off the foot. They're going to say it stays with the Hawks.
Sele brought that ball down, and Howland was there to swipe it away and knock it out of his hands.
30 seconds, brand new shot clock. Howland looks to get some help. Covered there by Goldman. Goldman trying to make sure he doesn't get anything. For Burdick. Burdick can't get it. Taken by Flanagan. Flanagan gets the cheap rebound on that one, but it wasn't Flanagan that got the cheap rebound. Flanagan gets the basket. Adigba got the cheap rebound.
And almost a steal by C.
But Adigba is going to look at me at the end of this game and say, man, you have given away more of my rebounds in this game. Eric Howland brings it back up. Howland looking to do something. Drops it off to Burdick. Burdick immediately gets rid of it. Goes over, so Sims trying to fight and look for a place. Ball is stolen. Tommy Flanagan, let's see, gives a little shoulder and gets away with it, Cory Nalen. He initiates the contact, no foul call, and we're knotted at 45.
So much for that zone defense, Mark. They're playing well in the man-to-man, so no need to change.
Eric Howland was doing well. There's another bump taken there. Williams couldn't get the shot off. Goes back out to Burdick. Burdick gives it up, hands it to Howland. Howland goes down low, gets double teamed. C on him, turns on C, can't get it. C comes down with the rebound.
The closeout on the threes by the Chargers are magnificent.
Chargers can take a lead if they get this basket. Go back out to Flanagan, resets things. Go over to Adigba. to C at the top of the key. Digbeth drives. It goes off his foot. So another turnover for Cypress. 12:38 to go here in the second half. We're all tied up at 45. Cypress wanting this one badly. Nice cut and turn, and just a beautiful play by Bradley Burdick without the ball.
Yeah, a little curl cut. They set the screen down on the right side, the right baseline. Burdick comes through on a curl. Nice spacing by the Hawks to get that bucket. And then you see poor spacing by the Chargers that creates a turnover.
So all the way, and it creeps in. Aaron Wadman, and I don't know, twice I thought he was going to get called for taking it over, didn't. And so Wadman goes coast to coast after a steal to get the point. Flanagan said, oh, I'll do that. Gets hit, looks for the foul. Doesn't get the foul as he stays on the ground for a while. When you do that, you let Preston Sims say, look at this, three-point time by Williams. And Williams says, I can answer. Timeout with 11:42 to go, a tie game, and 7 quick points by the Hawks.
Yeah, Chargers tied it up with 4 quick points at 45, but those 7 quick, you can see how explosive the Hawks are. And again, Cypress down by 7, 52 to 45. This is Chargers Live on SportsNetUSA.net here with 11:41 to play in the game.
So Tommy Flanagan start things off for the Chargers, trailing by 7 as the Hawks went on a run. Trying to find something. Balls that they were trying didn't go in. We're going to get on the ground. Nice move by Trent Goldman, and they called continuation on the foul.
They should call continuation. That was quarter bucket. Goldman was in his route and in his motion to score. Goldman out of Bishop Montgomery High School. I think, wasn't that where Bridget Reyes coached high school before she went over to Caltech?
It was. Goldman's got 5 points, looking for 6. So it's Flanagan, Jones, Goldman, C, and Esseli on the floor for Cypress. Burdick, Yesback, Wadman, Sims, and Howland on the floor for the Hawks. Quick drive down there by Wadman, gets turned away. Deep corner again by Williams, can't get it, taken by Goldman. Trent Goldman pulls down. Tommy Flanagan decides to pick up the pace, looks for Goldman. Goldman takes it up the top, goes to C, covered by Yesback. C looking to go down the middle. He's going to stop, step back. He does, goes back again, lays it up. So Goldman goes in, you don't give it to him, goes out, gets there 52-50.
And Mark, we can honestly say that the palming violations and carrying overs are not being called today. And
Do you think?
And that's for both squads, because we've seen about 6 of them since I've been here.
Behind the back, back out on top, goes to Jones, to Goldman. Goldman goes down low to Esseli. Gets fouled down low, and Corey, were they going to call that a block?
Yeah, with the hold.
Okay.
A lot of hand checking.
Eric Howland gets called on that one.
Again, it's only a 2-point game. Again, 52-50.
With 10:22 to go, Tommy Flanagan's going to bring it in. Look to go down low. He had somebody. Goes out to Goldman. Goldman stops, moves, takes it, tries to lay it in, could not. Esseli tries to get it, and it goes. Whoa, everybody on that side where we have a crowd tonight thought it went off of Yesback, but it didn't.
That's because everybody on that side is from Cypress, Mark.
There you go. Yesback brings it up. Flanagan trying to cover him. Quickly go out to Griffin. Josh Griffin hands it off and gives it to Sims. Sims gives it back to Yesback. Flanagan's on him. Yesback stops, and I like the fact he goes down and takes that 10-footer for 2 because it was given to him. If somebody gives you a gift, don't re-gift it, just take it, and that's what he did. C up above to Jones. Jones over to Flanagan. Flanagan almost, so we get a foul on the play as Yesback's going for the ball, and it's excuse me foul, but you have to call it.
Yeah, you have to call it because the acting, again, Mark, you overplay and you overact on that play, and it prevents an easy bucket down low for your guy. If you fight through that and play through it and act like there's nothing there, he had Flanagan in the lane for an easy 2 if he gives the ball up.
Trent Goldman goes up, goes with the layoff. And we are still 54-52, 9:35. Ball gets stolen, taken there. Fesaseli brings it up quickly. C was going to do it. Flanagan said, I will. Bingo! As the Chargers take the lead on that one. Back and forth. Williams has it slotted away. C goes down, one on we. C has it knocked away, gets it himself. Controls the dribble. Goes down low. That's Saley. Turn. Mismatch. And he gets the charge.
That's not a charge, Mark. That is not a charge.
So explain on that one why that's not a charge, but other ones have been.
Because that one the defender was anticipating, and as soon as the contact was made, he was going to jump back anyway. So he comes into the play, offensive player, and jumps back as soon as there's contact made. Aseli did a nice job of backing down. Again, that's a play on. It's not a foul by either player. That's a play on. But again, I'm not the official, so still a 1-point lead for the Chargers.
With 8:53 to go. Burdick back in the game. We'll set that 5 again when we get a chance. Yesback pulls up, doesn't get it. Nice rebounding once again, taking the Aseli.
And you know what I'm going to say about that play, though? It's not a bad call, though.
By the official.
Yeah, by the official. That's the thing. It's not a bad call no matter what you do.
Flanagan has it. Foot slides, doesn't get called. C takes it, goes out. Goes over to Goldman. Goldman looking to try to get rid of it. Sims was covering him pretty well. Yesback now on Flanagan. Goldman comes up. Tommy shoots it down from Cory Nalen range, which is across the parking lot at another school. Flanagan now says to C, okay, I had my one. It's your turn. C says, I'll take it. Burdick covering him. Burdick puts the hands in the face. Go down to Goldman. Goldman covered there by by Sims. I'm sorry. Foul on the play.
And it's good recognition on the block by Goldman. He realizes he's got a little bit of height, a little bit of weight advantage on Sims, so he goes to the bucket and not settling for any 17-footers, which is he still has a capability of making. But again, he gets to the cup. Opportunity for a three-point play doesn't drop, so he goes to the line for 2.
Back on the floor. Josh Griffin, along with Griffin, is going to be Preston Sims. Bradley Burdick out there. And topping it off with Aaron Wadman. Those are the 5 for the Hawks. 57-54, Cory Nalen. It's a back and forth game on this. It's like they're on a seesaw. Nobody can take control of anything. Trent Goldman says, let me play defense. They go down low. What a cut without the ball. Preston Simmons starts moving before the ball is even in anybody's hand to be delivered.
And that's simply a backdoor cut. It's simple basketball one-on-one. Ball up high, you move away from the ball, cutting towards the basket, and a nice delivery with the bounce pass.
So he makes that one. Felix Reeves comes back in the game, walks into the official. Felix leaves. Tommy Brannigan. Hade Aseli is out there, along with Trent Goldman. Couldn't help it. And then you look at Grant C. And those are the 5 that are out there for Cypress. Knock it down to 57-56. We're almost, just a creep below 8 minutes in this second half. What a game we're getting tonight here on Don Johnson Court. Tommy Flanagan says, maybe I'll do it. Trent Goldman says, I've got it. Gets covered quickly by Burdick, who steps up on him. Yesbeck comes on top of Flanagan. Flanagan hands it off to C and says, you take it. C says, I got Josh Griffin. I can take him. Steps back against Josh Griffin. Tries to use the backboard. Right place, right time, basket for Hade Aseli. Right in the right place at the right time. Cory Nalen, 59-56 in this game. Deep, short, taken there by Tommy Flanagan. Flanagan, 5'10", playing like he's 6'2". C says, there's mine, there's mine. Timeout, the Hawks.
And Mark, you mentioned Tommy Flanagan playing like he's 6'2" at 5'10". You mentioned that because he goes up and battles underneath. So he gets the rebound, and he created that second chance opportunity on offense as well. But at 5'10", he's down low, and he gets the rebound on the defense side of the ball. He doesn't need to outlet. All he does is he goes and doesn't allow the defense to set. C running with him on the right side with good spacing. Missed that three awkwardly the last time down. That's a rhythm shot. This time on the break, comes out under the lay, makes the three, and you've got a 6-point lead.
Now, being the basketball savant that I think you are here, is this game just a tough, rugged basketball game, and that is why nobody can run away from their opponent?
No, these are just two good teams, two evenly matched teams. So, yeah, it's rugged. It's a little bit sloppy at some times, but it's just two evenly matched basketball teams, and that's why nobody can get away from each other.
Because we really aren't seeing a team get 4 or 5. We did the one time for Cypress, had 3 opportunities. But, I mean, the rebounding, Corey, that I'm looking at, even from the little guys on both teams, I think has been pretty superb when you think about the fact that they're limiting both these teams to maybe one shot.
Yeah, neither of these teams are going to be known for their prolific height and down low skills. It's one of those things that they're going to have to create and out-hustle each other for rebounds and good position for rebounding.
62-56, 6:47 to go. Here in the second half, the Hawks on an 11-game winning streak, 14-1 overall. Cypress trying to say 11 stops here. Once again, what a move. And an unfortunate miss by Aaron Wadman as he makes the move, Corey, and he had an easy basket.
Yeah, and they matched up with, that time with Asele, who's bigger than the guards that they've been guarding with him in the first half and early on in this second half. Created a little bit of a difference with that missed shot.
They take it down low. Felix Reeves puts a move, doesn't take the layoff, and gives it to C, who gets hammered, and then Felix Reeves says, so Cory Nalen, I got to go back and ask you this. Felix Reeves has a layup and passes on it, or did I miss-see that?
No, you didn't miss it. I don't even want to talk about that. No, that's one of those things. That's today's game, Mark. You kick out for a 3. I like the easy buckets.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, Felix Reeves now has 8 points in this game. Flanagan, 17. Goldman, 10. Reeves with 8. C with 18. Nade Sele has 2. Balance on the floor for Cypress right now. Pulling their lead out a little more. Up by 8 with 6 minutes to go. Yezbak turns on C. They don't stop, and you've got somebody coming to the basket like Eric Howland, and nobody picks him up, Corey. He just kept going to the bus stop.
Well, C was there to prevent the baseline move, but again, that threat of 3, C runs out to the top of the key in case he gives up the ball. He doesn't, no room to help, and that rotation was late, and that's created the easy bucket.
Easy. Asele, nice handoff. Reeves must have heard you that time. Cory Nalen, take the easy basket.
And I was going to say, that's the thing Felix Reeves gives you on the inside.
Three-pointer miss. And another move by Aaron Wadman. Corey, you look at Wadman, and with the size that he's got and the physical agility when we get time out of the floor with 5:05, 66 Chargers, 60 the Hawks. I've got to go back to Wadman and ask you about him. The physical agility, he's one of the bigger players out there. I'm not going to say in the standards of college basketball, height-wise, but you look at Wadman out there, 6'3", the freshman, but the moves that he's got. Now, maybe that's big for community college basketball, but I don't think so.
No, that's just a good size. That's a guard. I mean, you're a guard. That's a good size. I mean, any size for basketball is a size for basketball. So 6'3", you're a guard. You're a guy, and now it's more positionless basketball anyway. So 6'3" does a lot of things. He's a guy who has handles, which he should. Of course, here's my thing. Anybody 6'5" and under should have handles. Better have handles. I don't care if you were 6'3" in the 8th grade and you've been playing and at the 5 spot down low, you better have handles because you don't know if you're going to grow or not. Unless you 6'10" and can dunk everything, then maybe. But if you're 6'3" and below, you better have handles, and that's what Wadman has.
There you go. Gospel from Cory Nalen. Tommy Flanagan says, well, I do. Goldman says, so do I. Felix Reeves says, Cory Nalen, watch me kick it out. Tommy Flanagan says, three-point country, can't get it. Nice rebound taken by Aaron Wadman again. He does everything for this Santiago team. Yesbeck out there almost all night long. Little travel on that. And you look at Corey, you look at Wadman, who does everything, blocks out everything else. He's got 23 points in this game. He's the leading scorer on the floor for both teams.
The average is 12 coming into the game.
Flanagan, DeC, Goldman, to Flanagan, and a dish. And you know what's very interesting, Corey, is I've been teasing him, Hade Aseli, and said you need to score more. All of a sudden, he's become extremely active going to the basket.
Well, it gives another post presence down with Reeves in the ball game, creates that opportunities for Aseli. Is it Aseli or Aseli?
It's Aseli.
Aseli.
That's how you say it. That's what he told me. And he says you say it very fast. Aseli.
Aseli, okay.
You know, don't say it slow. Say it fast.
Either way, I'm messing it up.
Well, I'm sure he's going to say I just said it too slow. I told you to say it fast. My name is like my basketball game. Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Again, with under 4 to play and Cypress up by 6, they've really taken control of the ball game, and that travel is brought to you by politicking. Both teams and both coaches politicking for their calls. Drew got his call on one side the last possession. Todd Dixon got his call this possession.
Back brings it up. Trying to find a hot hand out there. Over to Sims. Sims can't get it. Nice little track down on the basketball by Griffin. Josh Griffin decides he's going to go low. To Wadman, yeah, where else would you go? He's the hot guy. Bounce, and nice. He had no place to go. I thought he bounced. Okay,
no,
explain that to me.
It hit the bottom of the backboard and went off.
Okay. Because everybody was looking, and Cory Nalen immediately said, no, that's Cypress's ball. The players didn't even know why, Corey. That's why I figured I'd go to you quickly.
Yeah, with under 3 to play, Mark, it's really Cypress's pace of play, and this is what you love about the coaching staff of Cypress. We can get up and down the floor, but we'd like to keep this because we can play a variety of ways at a pace that is more conducive to us.
C goes over to Goldman. 4-3 comes up short. Yesbeck gets another rebound. Cory Nalen would like them to use the entire play clock to win this game. Yesbeck kicks it out. 4-3, can't get it. Wadman tries. Tommy Flanagan is there. Flanagan out-hustles everybody on that play. Wadman, who is 6'3", was there. Also next to him was Preston Sims, 6'5", against Tommy Flanagan, 5'10", 185 pounds. Cory Nalen, we've already mentioned it. He plays like he's a 6-footer.
Yeah, I think he and C are the players of the game just because how C has controlled the first half with his play. And Flanagan the whole game has really been that inside presence down low, even at 5'10". The rebounds, especially when you shoot a lot of threes as the Hawks do, long rebounds, high rebounds coming off the rim. Flanagan's been doing a nice job of boxing out and making things happen.
Cypress makes Mr. Pavlovich happy right now, shooting 91% from the charity stripe.
Jinx. Oh, good job, Mr. Pavlovich. No jinx. And now they have their biggest lead of 8.
Santiago Canyon, Corey, 83% from the charity stripe.
So
both teams 44% on the floor. And players got the drive to the basket. Howland thought he had it. And you see Trent Goldman reach in his hand. Missed call or good block? And then we have a scrum. C goes down.
And a push by Flanagan on the weak side, on the backside. So it's going to be a 1-and-1 coming to Aaron Wadman. You said Wadman has 23?
Wadman's got 23. He's 9 of 12 from the floor, 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. 10 rebounds, Corey. He's got a double-double in this game. Makes that one. 3 assists, so he's got 24 points now. 3 assists and 10 rebounds in the game. Makes the next one. 70-65, 2:11 to go. Here comes the pressure. Felix Reeves now in the game. Goes over to Tommy Flanagan. He splits it. He was looking to go all the way, but his own player steps in front of him. Goldman gives it back to Flanagan. Flanagan's going to come out. Goldman comes down on an ankle wrong, limping. C's got it, top of the key. Yes, back's there, trying to defend him. Goes back to Goldman. Goldman goes over to Flanagan. Sidestep, up and under, can't get it. Taken out of there by Wadman, who travels with the ball. .143, a 6-point lead. Flanagan out there with Felix Reeves. Ade Asele, who has been the bonus player. Trent Goldman goes down low. They come out. C takes it at top. Gets everybody to move out. Wants somebody to help him out. Goes over to Goldman. Trent Goldman, high weave, goes to Flanagan. Flan looking. Trent goes in. Bounces it off the defender. Cory Nalen, you're shaking your head on me over there.
Goldman has a good-looking shot, a good shot. All he has to do is take that wing jumper from 12 feet away, raise up, 80% chance of going in. Instead, he keeps his dribble alive, and luckily he doesn't turn the ball over.
Go back into Goldman. Goldman, we'll see if he's listening to Cory Nalen. Saley did and started making baskets out here. Goldman's got it. He says, Cory Nalen, I'm making it like you do. Oh, Cory Nalen, that was for you, baby.
You know he's got a good shot. Trades that two. Again, I don't like that he passed up that two. He should have made that. But again, he makes up for it with the clock winding down. And it was pure as soon as it left his hands. Biggest lead of the game of 9, 73-64.
1:15 to go, a 9-point lead, 11-game winning streak, 14-1, 4-0 in conference, 11-6 overall for Cypress, 3-2 in conference. If they can get out of this last minute and 15 seconds, it will now be Santiago Canyon 4-1, Cypress 4-2, with Fullerton lurking in the bushes.
Yeah, Cypress, their last 8 games, they're 6-2. I mean, they're a team that shoots 43% from the field, and they're playing well, and I think that's going to increase incrementally if they keep playing this type of basketball.
And I got to go back and ask you, because you said you like the way C plays. I know you like Tommy Flanagan. So is there somebody else there that's that player that you wait that may just spring up for him that could be that ceiling deal as the dark horse?
No, I just think they're a well-rounded team, and they are the definition of a team.
All right. So if you're a Charger fan, Cory Nalen's telling you, you've got a team to come out here and watch. Santiago Canyon's got to get on. Turning quickly is Howland. Howland can't do it. All by himself was Preston Sims, who said, nobody wants me? Well, I don't do it. The count starts. Timeout, Cypress. So the ball was rolled. Corey, it wasn't picked up. The referee started the 5 count as soon as the ball rolled out of bounds. Sometimes I've seen the 5 count not start until somebody picks it up. Oh, you need to chime in on this, man, because I've never seen that. Coach Al-Hadib is not happy.
It would have been something if it had been intentional, that they were taking their time and waiting. Then you can start that count. I've seen it happen. But that was a little bit quick, a quick count. But again, that's one of those counts where you talk about coaches politicking their side, getting their arguments across. And this whole second half, it's been a back and forth. And how are you going to call a travel on us and not call a travel on them? How are you going to call a reach in on us and not a reach in on them? So that was one of those plays that comes into, okay, now we're going to, here you go. We're going to shut the coach up for just 1 minute and start this 5-second count. We're going to shut that coach up for 1 minute and call this game. And then it all evens out in the end. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing either way. I'm not saying nobody did anything wrong either. As a coach, you got to politic. As a ref, you got to make people happy.
Boy, you sure are on both sides. I tell you what, Cory Nalen slicing the pie for everybody.
I don't eat pie.
I know.
But I'm sure having many slices of cake.
There you go. Tommy Flanagan gives it away. Nice little pass to Nigel Jones. Nigel Jones gets fouled on the play. So Jones gets fouled by Preston Sims. He'll go to the line with 51 seconds to go.
And here's a conversation I'm going to bring up to you and Ryan Osborne one day and Ed Ford about ethical, I don't know if it's a conundrum or dilemma, about fouling late in the game and extending the game. Is it ethical that you're trying to extend the game and foul and foul and foul and just start instead of playing defense?
Will it allow me to win a game? Probably. So I will go ahead and make the foul if it helps me win a game. I stop the clock. If you can't hit your free throws, too bad for you. First one was missed. Second one was missed. Flanagan gets it. He's fouled. Did they call jump or a foul? They're going to call the foul. That's going to be on Eric Howland. So Tommy Flanagan will go to the charity stripe. Oh, Trent Goldman is going to the, thank you, Cory Nalen, for pointing that out for me. So Goldman goes up, makes the free throw. So Goldman's now got 14 points, perfect at the charity stripe. So Flanagan 19, C 18, Goldman 13, Reeves with 10. Cory Nalen likes that because he'll tell you that's balance of a team. Quickly behind the back. Howland trying to get it. Stops at three-point country. Puts it up. Can't. Fought for the ball. Yezbek puts it up from three. Can't. He gets fouled on the play. He said, I never touched him. He jumped and fell down.
And that's a call. That's a call the young kids get.
Jumping and falling down?
Yep. A little bit of contact goes a long way. And there was a little bit of contact.
Yezbek mid-sack. Yezbek has a double-double. He's got 10 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist. Wadman's got a double-double, 25 points, 11 rebounds. Eric Allen with 10 points, Preston Sims with 9, Josh Griffin with 7. Everybody who has played for the Hawks has scored tonight. .34 seconds, 8-point lead. 34 seconds, a 7-point lead. Full court pressure. Tommy's got it. They trap him. Goes to Felix Reeves. Goes down deep. Flanagan has it. Comes back out. Gets fouled on the play, so he's going to go back to the stripe. Fouled by Aaron Wadman. So Trent Goldman goes to the line. 4 of 11 from the floor. 2 of 6 from three-point country. Perfect from the charity stripe. He's got 4 rebounds. 15 points in this game tonight.
And didn't it say that it was Wadman's 5th personal?
Yeah.
Okay. So 50 points in the last 2 games for Wadman. 25 against Santa Ana, 25 tonight. Jackson Williams comes in, or excuse me,
Bradley Burdick
comes in for him.
And of course, Trent Goldman stays perfect at the charity stripe. Goes back to an 8-point, a 9-point game. Boy, I've seen practices here at Cypress. Cory Nalen, they emphasize the free throws here at Cypress, and it's paid off so far tonight. You're shaking your head on that one because of?
Yeah, you got to emphasize don't foul when you're up by 9 points with 20 seconds to play. Give them that too. If you emphasize those free throws, you're going to get fouled. You just make those and salt away the game. And they've really salted away the second half. They were down by 4 most of the game.
Yep.
And then in the second half, when we talked about should they trade or switch to a zone defense, yeah, you maybe want to do a possession or two. They stayed man-to-man and ramped up the pressure and got those 3 stops in a row and then took the lead.
77-70, C gets fouled. Corey, the thing that I'm really interested in, and I'm saying this to you because neither one of them really got big men down there. When you look at this game and you look at the score, almost half the points for both these teams, Santiago's got 32, Cypress has got 30, are down in the paint. For teams that really don't have big guys?
Well, there's more ways to score than just having big people in the paint. They're getting into the lane and scoring easy buckets. Instead of shooting 35-footers, they're getting into the lane and shooting 12-footers. So that's inside the paint. A lot of layups have been happening. And again, when Goldman has been in there, when Reeves has been in there, and Asele has been in there and got the ball down low, they've been efficient with scoring.
Total rebounds in this game, Cypress out rebounding the Hawks 35-30 in this game. 9 points to go. And Cypress is going to come away with this victory as we wind down to 5, 4, 3, 2, blow the gun, and the Cypress Chargers walk away. Oops, we're going to stop it. I was all set. Drum roll, please. There it is. As Cypress comes away with a 79-70 victory over the Hawks from Santiago Canyon. Stick around. We've got another game tonight. The women are going to be here at 7 o'clock tonight on SportsNetUSA.net and Chargers Live. 7 o'clock, Cory Nalen, Ed Ford, myself, as your Chargers men walk away with the first game, 79-70 over Santiago Canyon.